Hi, this is Lisa Copen, author of How to Start a Chronic Illness Small Group Ministry. I'm glad you're watching this video today, and what we're going to cover in the next couple of minutes is when you feel as though you lack the experience to lead a chronic illness small group or support group, and yet you still have the desire. I've heard a lot of people ask me, I have never done this before, or it's been 20 years since I led a group, or I just don't know all the scriptures. I feel overwhelmed, and the people are going to ask me things, and I'm not going to know the answers. Well, don't worry. None of us have all the answers. And I know it can be scary stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something different for a change. But I do believe that God has a purpose, and that when He calls you, He will equip you. I love this quote from Henry Blackaby. He says, God will provide an equipping to match the new task. God does equip us when He asks us to do something. He certainly doesn't throw us into it blindly. Sometimes the equipping of that comes while we're doing the actual task. When we start out and we jump in, it may be that we don't know exactly how to swim, but we are trusting God. Just like when Peter stepped out onto the water and looked at the Lord Jesus the whole time. He never faltered or started to drop through those waves until he took his eyes off of Jesus. And I believe that that is how God calls us to today as well. When we depend solely on our own strength and we think we will wait until we feel completely confident in our abilities, that time may never come. And God certainly wants us to rely on Him. We don't go into things blindly and without searching out resources and mentors and other people who do have experience, but we can't wait around until we feel perfectly confident, because that day may never come. I encourage you to go through the Bible with a new eye, looking at the different people God called and He equipped along the way. People who He called who had no experience necessarily doing what He had called them to do. I can't think of a better example than Mary herself, who bore Jesus, the Son of God. She was still a virgin. She had no idea what being a mother was all about and all that it entailed as far as hands-on. She certainly had some experience, but to not only be called into motherhood without being fully prepared, but also to be called the mother of Jesus. Wow. And I doubt that Noah had built a lot of arks on the scale that God called him to build. God told him exactly what to do and how to do it. But Noah didn't get to say, well, maybe you could put off that storm a little bit longer while I get more experience, God. I want to make sure this ark has no leaks, and I need to go around and be a perfectionist and make sure it's all perfect. No. God told him precisely what to do and then how to do it, and rely on Him that there wouldn't be any holes, that there wouldn't be any flooding of that ark. There's so many examples in the Bible we could go through for hours and pick out all the different people, because I don't think there were very many in there that God actually equipped fully, other than Jesus Himself, for a task that He asked Him to do. So with that in mind, I hope that you will continue to go down this journey of starting a small group for your chronic illness ministry in your church or community, and that you will have faith in yourself, because God certainly does. If you'd like to find out more information, this is the book, How to Start a Chronic Illness Small Group Ministry. 320 pages of everything you need to know and the questions and answers that you will have along the way. Thank you so much. Have a great day.